We're in the kitchen with the one and only Chris Hill from the Bachelor Kitchen. He's making some easy and delicious favorites for us. Pesto and steak and oatmeal risotto. And I think we need to start with the oatmeal risotto,
Let's
Chris.
do, man.
Tell me all about it.
Real quick, I kind of got it started because it takes a while. Like in normal risotto, which is usually made with arborio rice.
Right.
You have to cook it down, add liquid, keep cooking, add liquid, keep cooking. Instead, we have these oats right here, right? So we typically eat these for breakfast.
Right.
Quaker oats, whatever. Today we're using steel cut oats, which is essentially the same exact thing. The same part of the process, they husk them and everything, and then the difference here is the ones we're used to eating for breakfast, they flatten.
Okay.
And then these, they just kind of chop up.
Now, the steel cut, does it take longer to cook those?
It takes longer to cook.
Okay.
Which is why we're going to get them started now, so we hopefully it's done by the end. But it's going to be a much better texture, almost kind of a little nutty flavor,
right,
like you'd think of with like an oatmeal too. So
okay.
But it's going to be nice and savory and delicious. Just a little bit of shallot in there. I have some garlic. Just going to go right in there with you.
There you go.
And then you're going to let those kind of cook down a little bit. And if you want, just go ahead and add those oats in there.
Okay.
And maybe grab a spoon. Yeah, go ahead. Yep, just toss right in.
Gotcha.
And then grab a spoon and kind of keep stirring them.
Gotcha.
And those are going to cook down. So after about a minute or so, add about a cup or so of this. We have chicken broth over here.
Right.
Chicken stock, just you want to make sure it's low sodium. Add a cup, and then it's going to keep cooking. And when all the liquid's absorbed, you're going to add another cup.
Okay.
And keep doing that until we'll taste it about 30 minutes in. It should be nice, kind of a little bit chewy texture to it, but still have some good flavor. And we'll add some of this tomatoes, some Parmesan cheese, and finish off with a little bit of basil.
That sounds delicious. Okay, so you said after about a minute, add a cup.
Yep. Actually, if you want, you can go ahead and do that now. What's it's doing right now with that is it's going to activate the grain in there. It's going to kind of get it started for us.
So you say add a cup.
Yep.
All right.
So yeah, just kind of play it by ear.
I got you.
Now here, as you see, we have some steaks I've already started marinating.
Very nice.
And some lemon basil pesto, which pesto is obviously with basil. Some pine nuts. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how to make this, and then we'll maybe save this for later. But
okay.
Some pine nuts, some Parmesan cheese, some basil. Make sure you get rid of all the stems, and then let's see here, some lemon juice.
Everything seems to be better with basil.
It is, absolutely. Yep. And like the lemon, it's just gonna have really bright, nice summer flavors. Then some lemon zest, about like a tablespoon or so.
Gotcha.
And then I'll probably do that during the break, because last time I tried to use the food processor on air, it did not go well.
Oh, please.
It wasn't here, but
oh, please.
I'll have nightmares forever.
Come on, man.
And then we're gonna add the rest of the basil.
That's what we like it, when things don't go right in the kitchen. You're not gonna do it? Come on, you gotta give it a shot, right?
Well, I don't think, honestly, I don't know if we have enough stuff in here. We can give it a try. We can give it a try.
I like that.
I don't know where my top is. How's it looking over there? You got some water?
I think I might need to add a little bit more.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna add
so
a little more.
you're just gonna keep adding, like medium-low heat. Just keep adding until really for about 30 minutes or so. And I'm not gonna start this.
Why not?
All right, let's give it a shot.
All right, hold on, everybody. There's one way to beat the heat. We're gonna watch Chris Hill try to use a food processor.
There we go.
Hey,
there we go.
Hey. All right.
So then you're gonna just basically chop it up, and it's gonna be nice and pretty, really nice, bright flavors.
Very nice.
And you can marinate it at least for a couple hours, or even overnight. It's gonna get nice and tender. There's really bright flavors. Then we're gonna sear it off in the pan, finish it off, and put it over the risotto. It's gonna be really nice and delicious.
You were actually not gonna do that.
I was having flashbacks to my last episode when I was down in Jacksonville.
Conquer your fears, young man.
I'm trying to.
All right, we're gonna have more at the Bachelor Kitchen in just a moment. Thank you, Chris.
Yep.
Alrighty, we're back now in the kitchen with the one and only chef, Chris Hill from Bachelor Kitchen. He's wrapping up his oatmeal risotto, and we're going to get to the flat iron steak. But I tell you what, Chris, you've been putting me to work, man. I'm worried about burning these.
Don't stop now.
Don't stop now.
You have maybe one more spoonful of the broth stock.
Okay, all right.
And then I think we're probably good.
You think so?
Yep. And then what we'll do is I'm going to slice these in half, these little cherry tomatoes. Add those, add some of these crushed tomatoes, and then finish off with some Parmesan cheese. And at the very end, a little bit of chopped basil.
I'm curious how this is all going to turn out.
We'll find out shortly, won't we?
We will find out. Stick around for that, everybody.
So here's the steak, again, that we marinated in the lemon basil pesto.
Very nice. Okay. Should we
that was a little bit melodramatic.
Yeah, should we turn that on?
Yeah, it's on, but maybe not
go.
quite hot enough. There we go.
There we go.
Let's just wait one more second. Why don't you go ahead and let's go ahead and add some of this stuff.
Yeah, let's go ahead and add the risotto, oatmeal risotto. And listen, while we're doing this,
Crushed tomatoes.
time to talk a little Bachelor Kitchen.
Yes, sir.
What you been up to lately, my man?
Well, a couple weeks ago I did a TED Talk, which was pretty awesome. I don't know if you're familiar with the whole TED series, but it was pretty awesome. Had
Cool.
the opportunity to.
How'd it go?
It was great.
And what'd you talk about?
I got to share my story on kind of becoming a chef. How before I was in consulting, hated my job and all that good stuff, and
Wow.
took a chance, and here I am in a restaurant, as a chef, and get to do what I love, hang out with you guys, and all that good stuff. So
Very nice.
It was a blast. It should be on the YouTube pretty soon. I'll obviously post a link and everything. But took some vacation and just kind of hanging out.
There's your website, looking good.
Yes, sir.
Bachelor Kitchen.
And check me out over at Three-Way.
Okay, we'll do that.
So yeah, there's those tomatoes.
Okay,
got
so
some
all of a
Parmesan
sudden
cheese.
the oatmeal risotto changed colors on us.
It sure did.
It really went from.
It's kind of sneaky on you, huh?
It got sneaky. Okay, so now it's time for the
Yeah.
steak.
And then what I'm gonna do is once these get going, I'm gonna base a little bit more of this pesto on the other side of the steaks.
So how are your Atlanta Braves doing?
Well, they won 9 in a row, and then lost on Sunday, lost last night, but
That's okay. You win 9 in a row. You're
we're
making up some ground for sure.
8 games or so in the NL East.
You know that.
Or at least our fans aren't falling asleep at the games.
No, they're not. No, they're not. And of course, the World Cup semifinals. I mean, it seems as if when Team USA got out, everyone forgot about the tournament. However, it's still going on, and some of the best matches are still up ahead. Today, Brazil and Germany. Who you got?
I wish I was a little bit more into it. When the USA was playing, it was one thing. I guess Brazil. I have some friends from Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going with the home favorites.
Yeah, I think so. Especially,
They're ranked number 1 and number 2. I mean, this is a heck of a matchup.
Especially with their best player out. Little,
Should be
odds
interesting.
against them. So.
Okay.
So
the
these will cook
steaks-
these are about 4-ounce steaks. We cook about 2 to 3 minutes aside, flip them over. It's about the same time for a good medium, rare to medium.
Okay, so advice for anybody this time of year, cooking in the kitchen, obviously fresh ingredients, right?
Fresh ingredients, absolutely. I mean, I grew up and my mom, dad had fresh tomatoes in the garden. If you can, do that. If not, stop at local farmers markets. There's so much great produce here, even like great seafood close by. Give it a
Right.
chance, support local guys. But yeah, use whatever you can local. I promise you, it's so much better than the stuff that's picked, 2 or 3 weeks ago over in California.
That's right. Find your farmer's market and fresh seafood this time of year. There's an abundance of it.
It sure is.
It really is.
You got your blue crabs going?
Let's not talk about that. My wife's not happy. I haven't put the pots out. I've been too busy.
Well, I want a batch when you get caught up.
I'll hook you up. I promise you. Yeah, I should have done it on Sunday, but I didn't have time. So how are we looking on the steaks?
We're good. We're gonna flip them.
Okay.
Probably want to let them go a little bit longer, but
Yeah.
that's okay. They'll still taste good. And we'll get a nice sear on this side. And maybe when we're all said and done at the end of the show, I'll plate some up for you and kind of see the